Durham dominate as Bedingham and Eckersley share 200-run stand. The home side had a difficult day at Trent Bridge. They slipped to 85 for 6, but a recovery aided by a 50-run partnership for the 7th wicket helped Notts recover to 165 for 7, with Tom Moores on 40 at the close of play. Their first goal would be to pick up the crucial 15 runs that would prevent the follow-on. That was achieved quickly, as Moores and Hutton started the day with impetus. That attacking intent took the side past 200, and then gave Moores his half-century, an 11th four getting him there. Hutton was hot on his heels, with a 50 of his own, his coming from 71 balls. But no sooner had he reached the milestone, he was gone, out LBW to Salisbury for 51. Luke Fletcher fared little better. 2 balls faced, no runs added, and the Notts innings almost over. If Durham thought that signalled the beginning of the end for their opponents, they'd be disappointed. Moores fought back, protected ball from the strike, and carted Cast and his colleagues to all parts of Trent Bridge. The Notts keeper closed in on a ton, but was left stranded on 96. Ball managing just 4 from 14 before he became the last man out. Middle stump lifted out of the ground, his side all out for 267. There was time for Durham to get their second innings underway, but they'd lose first innings hero Alex Lees early. Fletcher struck 3 balls in to leave Durham 1 for 1 at the interval, their lead 64. Borthwick joined him shortly after the resumption of play, Hutton combining with Duckett to remove the Durham skipper. It got worse for the visitors. Their lead started to look lightweight when Jones had his stumps rearranged, playing back to Hutton. Durham 22 for 3. Bedingham and Burnham looked to rebuild for the visitors, dragging their total past 50 and the lead into triple figures. Their resilience saw Bedingham play his way towards a 50, his knock providing the lion's share of Durham's return. That milestone was passed with a vintage drive. A few balls later, he lost another partner, Jack Burnham falling for Mulaney's first of the innings. Bedingham and Eckersley held the fort though through to tea, Durham heading into the interval 5 runs shy of 3 figures for the loss of 4 wickets. 3 figures went up on the board as the game got back underway. Bedingham once again the form batsman in the middle. He accelerated towards 3 figures with 3 boundaries off 1 Lyndon James over, taking the value of the partnership past 50 in the process. The ton came shortly after the side reached 150. His first in county championship cricket came from 126 balls with 12 boundaries. They ploughed on. Nott's early success with the ball evaporated at the hands of Bedingham and Eckersley, 200 runs on the board with no signs of stopping. Durham's number 6 crunched James through the leg side for 4 before he ticked off a landmark of his own, a half-century from 78 balls sealed. Bedingham wouldn't be outdone, skewering Patterson White for 6 and then cruising his way to 150 off 195 deliveries. Their 5th wicket partnership was soon worth 200 and the total ticks past 300, Eckersley now the man chasing a ton. He reached that off 121 balls, a sharp single enough to get into the landmark for the 16th time in first-class cricket. By the time play was brought to a close in the Nottingham gloom, Durham had batted their way to 332 for 4, just 5 runs shy of a 400-run lead. An overnight declaration could be on the cards if they have designs on a win.